Hey, how's it going? My name's Pound. I'm here. For my last video that kind of hit it big was scrapping old windows. So I figured I'd come and show you guys how I kind of take apart each window and how much money I got, how much time it took, and go from there. So this is the tools that I use. I use the Milwaukee hammer drill. It's just nice, small, powerful. I got X-Acto blade knife. It's Milwaukee too. Everything I got is Milwaukee pretty much. So I got glass cutter. I don't really use it too often, but sometimes you need it. I got a number 1 bit for Robertson and a number 2 bit for Robertson. From where I am, that's pretty much the only bits that are used in the windows. So the first one I'll show you guys is a sliding glass window. It's an XO frame. It's pretty simple. It's double glazed, so nice and easy to take apart. You take the drill. There's screws in the corners. I usually undo 1 screw, and then I just pry this apart. You might want to wear gloves. I don't know. I don't really do it, but and then just take this off from around the glass. And then you get your glass piece out of it and you toss it. Some people might clean these off a little more. From where I am right now and the amount that you get from it, nobody's too picky. So you just kind of break it up and then throw it in the pile. So I could probably do about, I'd say 30 to 40 maybe windows an hour, taking these apart. So if there's a bunch of these, it's a lot easier. This is something that slider might have came out of. It's an XO frame, sliding glass, double pane window. Same difference. This is usually a number 2 Robertson. There's maybe 6 screws along the top usually. I'll take them out. Break apart the frame. The glass is pretty simple to take out. You might just, I don't know, twist this. Sometimes that'll work depending on what it's held in there with. I twist this, you can see it comes off pretty easy. So I twist this, comes off pretty easy. Right? Then I just let it fall forward. Whatever. Sometimes there's different stuff holding the glass in. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's double tape, which I cut with a knife. Then you just break up the rest of the frame. I just break it into lengths. It's easier to put in the truck. These, I used to not save these, but metal is pretty expensive right now, so I might get a couple bucks out of all the windows here. I am the only one here, so all these bigger units I gotta move by myself. It's pretty easy, just use leverage, pivot points, counterweight. So on this stuff, I kind of, this is a sliding glass door. As you can see, it's the slider out of it. These are pretty simple, they're just really heavy. This is from an 8-foot door. What you do is you just take the same, number 2 usually, and there's a couple screws over here in each corner. You can take them all apart, I don't really do that, but just make sure it's disconnected. And then you should be able to pry. Sometimes what I'll do is just take the pry bar and pry up. little bit. Separate it. Sometimes the rubber holds it in pretty good. I just work it like the window and the glass and separate it all while balancing it. Just don't let the glass hit the ground. So this is a casement window. It's got a handle for an opener here. This is the bottom, this is the top. It opens up. There is some hinges holding it together with some screws. I just unscrew whatever I can. Sometimes they're rusted, so it's hard. Sometimes you get them out, sometimes you don't. So I'll take this opener out first. To pop the screws if they don't come out. Sometimes it's even easier than just unscrewing it, but then this opener here, it's got 2 screws in each corner. I just undo all of those before I try and take the glass out because they're pretty tough. With these casement windows, sometimes I don't even take apart the openers. They're just not worth it. They're too small or they're too hard to do. But I try and take apart as many as I can. After you get as many screws as you can, same difference, just apply pressure. Pop out. These ones are a little bit harder to take apart, so sometimes I don't even try. But these white solid ones are pretty hefty, so it's worth it. But if it was a single glaze, like thin frame, then I might not do it at all. But then you can take these hinges off this pretty easy. This is probably the only part that I actually clean off because they're too big to hide. If they don't come off easy because they're rusted, sometimes I'll just break down the rest of it and then throw the other one away. Alright, so last time I checked in was about an hour and a half ago. I had some lunch and I filled in about that much. I got this much to go. Looks like quite a bit, but a lot of them are bigger, so it's easier to take them apart. And they take up a lot more space. So hopefully in another hour and a bit I'll be done. So this is the window that I'd use the glass cutter for. It's a single pane, and I would pop these off to make sure that the glass doesn't fall out first. If the glass falls out, then I don't need to cut it. So. It's a bit windy out. I don't know if that's affecting the noise, but so I would make a crisscross and just pop this. Hopefully that was deep enough, but just pop that in its X and then take that off. I don't use gloves, and the main reason why is because I might cut my hands open, my wrist instead, because I wasn't able to feel when the glass is going to break, or and then it's welded corners on this one, so you can't really unscrew it. So you might just rock it side to side like this. Until it falls apart. And then just toss the glass. And I thought I'd get some noise with the glass getting broken on here. My favorite part, so. Alright, so I'm all finished up for the day. I got that much in there. It's about 1:30 right now. I got a few left, some big ones that I don't want to take apart and not stack there. So we'll see what we get out of it. I just pulled into the scrap yard and we'll see what kind of price we can get. They told me $1 a pound, but I'm gonna try and go for like $1.10 at least. So we'll see what we can do. We got this much in here and we put it into there so they can collect it. Pretty good little place here. Gives us a good price. So that's it, all filled up. So we're all finished up. I just packed it all out and got the money from the guy. It was 664 pounds and he gave it to me for $1, so $664. It was from about 10:30 till 1:30, so 3 hours or whatever that is, plus I had a half-hour lunch there, so around 3 hours, 2.5, 3 hours for 664. So if I wasn't doing YouTube or whatever, I'd probably be, get a couple, 100 more or whatever dollars maybe in there in the same amount of time. So, yeah, let me know what you think. If you want me to do more of these, or maybe other ideas. I do collect quite a bit of stuff from the windows and like doors and stuff like that. We recycle like brass stuff from the door handles and hinges. So. If you want me to do more videos like that, just let me know. Maybe I'll do another one like this. If, maybe you guys guess how much weight it was or something like that, you could win the cash. That would be pretty cool. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, or if you have any ideas.